Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Joel. I'm now an undergraduate from San Diego State University and currently working in the ER as an RN. And for today's video, it's going to be clinical experience I've had in the emergency department. So for backstory, I've been working in the emergency department now for, I want to say, as an RN, I want to say since August 2022, and it's January 2024. So it's been like a year and like 4 or 5 months. And there's been a lot of things that I've noticed regarding once is going to be my period to precept someone. One thing that I can know, or tips that I've seen that will be very beneficial for any student, whether they're in ICU or in the ER, is pressors. The one thing about pressors that I really had to learn the hard way was that if you're starting them on a pressor, it's really gonna hurt their veins. You know, the veins are very sensitive to the pressors. So if you really don't do like an AC when you're doing a pressor, or like a really good forearm vein, it's gonna blow eventually. And one thing that would happen to me is that they have like 2 IVs and then one like blows out of nowhere, and I only have one more, but I already have like a lot of medications running, so it's like, and the medications are not compatible. So always when you are going to be starting them on a pressor or anything, really try to get like an AC. But the bad thing about the AC is like if they're conscious, like if they're able to move their arms and stuff and they like move it a lot, your pump is going to be always ringing. So that's a really bad downside unless you have like an arm board or something. But the thing with pressors is like really never really try to just keep it on a 22 gauge, you know, there, because it's not gonna work. You know, it's gonna be very harmful for the veins, and at the end you're gonna lose as an RN, because then your patient is gonna be dropping or crashing, and the vein that was like really sustaining everything exploded. So yeah, really try to get like a central line or a really good AC when starting your pressors. The second thing would be like getting to know your crash cart and the supplies that it has inside, because now the crash carts have like the lock there and you're not able to open it and see what's going on, like where's everything. So when the time comes where like a code has to occur and you never open the crash cart, you're gonna be like looking for everything and you're just gonna feel lost overall. So it'll be beneficial or ideal for you to see like an open crash cart, like maybe like do like a recording or something, so you can know like, okay, the first drawer has this, the second drawer has these meds, the third drawer has these other meds, the fourth one has like these type of other supplies or stuff. But it will be really important for you as a new grad nurse, or even as a student nurse, you know, to ask like, hey, like, can we have this open so we can see, and like maybe have like a video there so I can study it for later, because when the time comes, you know, you're probably gonna forget where's everything. You're just gonna be like moving all the drawers, and you're gonna be looking like, well, what medication is this, and it's not ideal. So really get to know your crash cart. The third one would be like using the Lexicomp app for IV compatibility on medications. So we use Lexicomp on the hospital that I work at, and it's kind of like a medication app that our hospital pays like a certain subscription for the nurses and the doctors to use it. And there we can see like education on medication, side effects and stuff, but also more importantly, the IV compatibility regarding medication. So sometimes you can use the same IV that you're using for one medication, you can actually connect another medication and run 2 medications at the same time, because they're both compatible. So you can use like it's very beneficial in a lot of cases when that happens, because you can really be conservative on the lines that you're putting everything into. So having that compatibility app, and I know it's also like an app, but more on your computer there in your facility, just checking like, okay, can I put this pressor with this medication, with this antibiotic? More likely no, but you never know. There's also like a lot of medication that you're like, oh, I did not know they're compatible, and you'll be very surprised. So that's another thing that I really learned there. Another one would be like participating in any codes or any tasks to get exposure. So pretty much when when something hits the fan, when something's really going on in the ER, in the ICU, and you're not used to like codes or anything like that, just like jump in. Whether it comes to like chest compressions, but more like scribing would be like very nice, especially you're recording everything, so you can tell the people like, oh, like the next dose epi can be like in 2 minutes, 1 minute, and keep track of everything, and charting the times, the medication, and the dosage of the medications that are given, and also by who. It would be nice also to write that, especially if there are like any type of narcotics or anything like that. It would be like good to know like, well, who pushed it. But overall, it's very good to just like be exposed to it, and the more exposure you have, then you can be like the med nurse and like pushing the medications. But everybody has their role, like the one doing CPR, the one getting the meds, the one pushing the meds, the one scribing, the one trying to find a pulse, stuff like that. Everybody has like a role, put in IVs or an IO if needed, and the doctor intubation and everything like that. So everybody has a role, and everyone's really important. So really try to do like one at a time, get more comfortable, and then go from there. The last one would be like asking for help for procedures or skills that you're not well familiarized with. And this will be like very, I don't want to say controversial, but it will be like sometimes hard for some people to ask for help, because they really want to like just do it on their own, and not because they're prideful, but because that's like they think, because that was the mentality I had, like, oh, well, I'm the nurse, like I should be doing like everything regarding him, not really asking for help and delegating, which is a thing that we're taught in nursing school. But when the time comes, at least maybe it was just for me, like I really just had the instinct like I need to do the big majority of it, not just like delegating a little bit to everyone, because then I can feel like, oh, like this guy's not doing anything. But at the end of the day, everybody really is there to support you and help you, and it will be way better for you to delegate the task, even though you might not feel like okay doing it, but if like they're willing to help you, and they're just there literally, why take on all the burden to yourself? Because if something were to happen, then you're gonna believe more on yourself. So it would be better just like to make it like a collaborative work, because at the same time, you wouldn't feel pissed or mad if someone were to ask you to like help them. You'll be like, oh yeah, for sure, and just help them out. So I always have the mentality like, if you're willing to be like cool with it, if they were to ask for your help, then like why wouldn't you do it the same way, So, and it also removes a little bit of pressure from you, because you also feel like they have your back, they're helping you, and at the end it's like a teamwork. It's not like a one person or 2-3 person carrying everything. It's a collaborative work from everyone, so you have a lot of resources, and it's kind of like foolish for you to not like utilize them, because they're literally there to help you. So yeah, that's because at the end of the day, you're doing it because of your patients. The faster you do it, the better they will get. So and whenever you have like any questions or doubts, or something your gut is telling you like something feels off, just let your provider know, your charge nurse know, so they can also lay eyes, but yeah, follow the chain of command. If something is going on, ask your charge nurse or another nurse who's there with you, and then go with the charge nurse, and then they can go with the chain of command, and then you can let the doctor know, and go from there. But like the more backup you have, the better. They're at the end of the day, they're all there to help you. So yeah, those are like one of the big things I have found regarding my clinical experience so far. Obviously there's like a ton more, but I really just wanted to do like this video to just have it like as a foundation of like the main highlights that I found over the year that I've been working in the ER. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to put them here in the comments, or just message me on Instagram if it's easier for you and you want to make it like a little bit more private. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So you guys stay here until the end of this video. Thank you so much guys for watching. I'll see you guys into the next video. Bye bye.